So what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Robert. This is your first time tuning in. So today we're going to be checking out Lake Corpus Christi by the old bridge. We're live streaming and we have you guys on the GoPro. For those of you guys who want to see the videos up to date as I post them, become a member on the channel. It's like $2.99 a month and you get the videos pretty much the day I upload them. If you don't, usually go out about a week or two, sometimes up to 6 weeks later, just so that way it provides some value to the channel members. Also, you get your comments pinned up to the top too, so it also helps that way too. Because sometimes some of these videos do take off, and then I do get a lot of comments, and it's a lot of stuff. This isn't the only thing I do, so if you have pinned comments, they go up to the top, and it's easier for me to just reply to those. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and check out this lake. We're gonna walk down to the what you would call it, the bridge. Go check out that. But again, if you can just do me a favor of liking, sharing, and subscribing, it's a good drive for me to come out here. But a lot of you guys have been recommending me to come out here to see what the water looks like, so that's what we're here doing. We're not gonna do any fishing. We're gonna check out a couple other spots. We're gonna go check out the Nueces River after this too. So full day of filming, driving, and kind of just having fun with it too, you know? So, all right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Here we go. I'm gonna turn the camera around on the GoPro. For those of you guys who are live, here we go. We're gonna go ahead and get started walking. We are here on the GoPro and we are here with the live stream. So let's go ahead and get into it and check out what the lake bed is gonna look like. Let me pick up the phone just a tad. That way you guys can see a little bit more. But yeah, here we go. The water's not too far from here. It's like right there. It just doesn't look very deep. Like if you wanted to fish that, it's probably not the best spot to go. Probably have to walk further down. But it looks like a lot of people are using this trails. Looks like there's a trail going down that way, and there's another trail walking straight ahead. So we'll go ahead and take this one first. See what this looks like. Looks like a lot of water runoff has been happening in here though. So this was all water, by the way. I guess I forgot to mention that. So from where we started, this used to be an old highway, like a bridge. They used to connect from this road here, and then it used to run across to the other side of town. Way before I was even born. You can kind of see some of the old concrete in here and all that good stuff. But it used to connect from this highway over here over to the other side of the other town, crossing the, I guess, creek or low water crossing until they, I guess, impounded it and turned it into a lake. But all this used to be water. As far as when it was a lake, all this was water. The water used to sit up in here. So back when I was coming over here a little bit more frequently, about, I don't know, a couple years ago, the water was crashing into all these rocks that we have here. The water was crashing all the way up into these rocks. You could walk up to where this concrete areas knocked the shelf. That's where you could kind of hang around because the water was just coming and crashing on here. Because this side would get a lot of wind. The wind would come from this side and then crash and push a lot of that water up against this concrete stuff here. Then the last I had seen it before I left it for like a while was probably about right in here, maybe right in this area. This is where the water was last at. And then the last time that we came to make a video, the water was already coming down here. So it's moved quite a bit in a very, very short period of time. It's been a few months since I've been out here. I'd have to go and look at my old video to see exactly when was the last time I was out here. So there's two tracks to take. I think we'll probably take this one. This one looks a little bit cleaner versus this one looks a little bit harder. So we'll go ahead and take this one. Yeah, the water actually looks a lot closer, but there's actually a small little hike to get to the water. This looks like it'd be perfect country for the snakes in the summer for sure though. This might be a little too cool for them today. I can't read that comment. Let me pick it down the phone. Steven, what's going on, Steven? Hope you're doing well. We're checking out Lake Corpus Christi. We're going to check out the old wooden bridge. We're going to walk down there, check it out. So stay tuned for that. But wow. So all this was still underwater. Last time I came out here, there was still water all in this area. And it's dropped quite a bit. Feet upon feet, it's dropped. And then there's some old wire or strap or something here. I'm not sure what this is. Yeah, just an old strap. So this is not deep at all. This is pretty freaking shallow. All of this is pretty shallow. I mean, this is going to be gone in no time for sure. It looks literally flat. Super freaking flat. Wow. All right, let's continue walking. I mean, look at this. This is literally lake bottom, as you can tell. And it's pretty soft. Look at that. Look at that. Whoever stepped in all of that. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure if you walk anywhere over here, you're going to go down to your waist there. We'll keep walking to the old bridge, which I can see the old bridge from here. We'll walk down there and check it out. It used to be a good bass fishing spot because there's a lot of wooden pylons, so you can see a lot in that direction. I mean, you can see a lot. You can fish a lot over in that direction. Trying to see my there we go. I can't see with the sun. The glare keeps glaring on the phone. Yeah, here we go. We can see the wooden bridge now. We'll walk on over there and see what it looks like. But can you believe all this used to be underwater? All of this used to be underwater. It's crazy. It was never super deep on this side, but I mean, I've never seen it like this either. It just looks like a little marsh, all this area. Super just muddy. There's a couple stumps that are not quite out yet, but you can kind of see them starting to poke out. Chan, get a job, bum. That's funny. B1 would be cool to metal detect the dry parts, maybe. Maybe it wouldn't have anything though. I don't know. Yeah, it'd be a good idea. A lot of this stuff hasn't been exposed for a long time, so yeah, definitely it'd be pretty cool to metal detect all this area. I'm sure you can find something. There's got to be something in here. If not, people on boats would probably drop things, I'm sure, in the water, and you could probably find a lot of that stuff too. Probably find some old cell phones. There's a fish right there. Surprisingly, I thought there was gonna be no fish jumping at all. So this might be a good spot to come try out for some crappie or white bass, maybe. B1, how are you doing? I'm doing good, man. How are you doing? I'm doing really good. I cannot complain, man. I cannot complain. I'm doing real good. But yeah, we're gonna keep walking. I see some stuff over there. I don't think that's an alligator. I think those are just things popping up out of the water. It doesn't look like an alligator, because I don't see any alligator in here so far. This stuff doesn't look deep at all. Probably a few inches right here. Once we get over here, maybe it's a little bit deeper. B1, I always want to go snorkeling like a popular boat spot the weekend after 4th of July, after everybody partied, and see what I could find. Oh man, I bet you could make a killing with all the stuff you find. Especially with everyone drunk and having a good time, for sure. There's definitely some white bass or something over there jumping right here. So there's still fish in this area. Yeah, dude, you could definitely find something for sure. Definitely find something. This is the old right here. This is the old road slash bridge that used to take people across to the other side of town. Oh, there's a big old alligator gar skin right here. Check this out. Check that out. Big old skin. Let's look at that tail. Let's see what that tail looks like. It'll tell us a lot from that tail. Probably a good at least 4 or 5er. That's my guess. You got trees growing out of this stuff. Wow. We can take a look at it from here. Oh wow, this is the that's the backbone. That's the backbone of the gar right there. And there's still fish right here jumping. You guys probably couldn't see it, but there's some fish right here jumping right here by the bank too. So this is still probably a good little fishing spot. And right there, all those birds are sitting on a little island, so it's not even that deep right there. It's pretty shallow. Shin, 300 credit score activities. What is up with you, brother? That's freaking funny. That is freaking funny. Hey, you're helping out my algorithm, brother. Keep on commenting. But yeah, this is what it looks like here, man. Totally. All this stuff used to be submerged for like the longest time too. And then now it's finally being exposed. And then you can see the bridge part. So this is probably the main canal over here where that concrete is at. That's probably where all the main canal part is over here. Check that out. Check that out. B1. Oh, I thought Chen was your friend, just messing with you. I have no idea who Chen is, man. I have no idea who Chen is. I think he's just trying to get attention, honestly. I have no idea who he is. He's low on the intention, so he needs some attention. But yeah, this is the main canal is what my guess is, because of the concrete pillars. And then probably when they impounded the lake, that's when all of this became underwater. And I'm assuming it used to flood. That's why they have the bridge so long. And then they finally impounded the lake, put dams in place, and then flooded all this area to make the lake, is my guess. But yeah, super crazy. We'll keep on walking. Oh shoot, there's a bunch of sticks over there too. I've never been able to walk this lake like this, so it's first time for me and you guys. This part does look a little bit deeper though. I think it is part of the main canal, so it is deeper for sure. And then there's some kind of like wreckage or something in the middle of the canal over there. Looks like pieces of sheet metal or something. I'm not sure what it is. Chin! Brother, you are having a bad day, my friend. What algorithm? Only 19 motherfuckers on here. You getting paid shit. Dude, why are you still watching if you don't like it? That's freaking funny. He must be having a really bad day. Poor Chin, man. Everyone pray for Chin. Hopefully he gets better. I'd hate to be that mad and upset over a live stream. But yeah, we'll keep walking, guys. We'll keep walking. See what there's a little bit, the whole island runs pretty much the whole length too. So this is, and there's another little baby bridge on the other side of that little island going to the other side. There's 2 little bridges. That one's a lot smaller than this one though, for sure. RH, thinking about starting a company involving gambling and alcohol. Should I have liquor in the front and poker in the rear? That's freaking funny. That's freaking funny. B1, Chen hates all the streams, but he's still here, so it must be the best. Exactly, man. I don't know what Chen's problem is. He's having a bad day, I think. We all have bad days. I just don't go on people's streams talking shit, though. But yeah, we'll keep walking, check out. So last time we were here, we were walking over there, way on that side. This was not available for us to walk. And then this island, or this whole huge island, I guess I should say, was not available either to see or walk or anything. I know people were setting up like little canopies on these little islands. As I was driving over, I'm assuming people are going with kayaks or with little boats, and they're basically like making their own little homes on these islands, or like little camp spots on these little islands. You can see them occasionally. I saw like two on my drive over here, coming up on like the little ridge area. I saw like two that were kind of set up. So people are having, you know, making the most of what's being given to them, you know. Yeah, keep walking. Check it out though. Yeah, but if you want to come fishing, pretty much this is the only spot to really fish, because if you go anywhere off this little canal, it's probably little pools that might not even be connected to any kind of main river channel or anything. Check that out. It does look like it's going to get deeper over here. There's a little bit of a bend in the main canal over here. So it does look like it's getting a little deeper. I just want to follow it to see how far we can kind of get. See how far we can get over here. Looks like I'm not the only one that keeps coming over here either, though. There's still a lot of foot traffic in here too. Probably people trying to find good fishing spots is my guess. Now we'll see if we can find any arrowheads too while we're out here. Old boat chair. This part is actually a little bit steeper. Sparkling, what are we looking for? We're looking for anything. We're just kind of showing the low water levels here. We're showing the low water levels here on Lake Corpus Christi. But if we can find any arrowheads, that'd be pretty cool too. I've heard a lot of people are finding arrowheads out here on the lake. So we'll just keep our eyes peeled. If we find one, it's kind of like a bonus. But we're mainly just here to walk along the bank and show you guys what this lake looks like now, which is crazy. still not super deep either though. Like the main canal it's not that deep. Not now. But I mean, look at that cliff wall there. I mean, the water used to be up in this cliff range area too. So the house I used to have here, I can't see it from here either, but I know it's in this direction. I think it's actually towards that palm. There's a palm over there. And actually, no, I think I can see it from here. I probably can't walk at all, but that used to be the old house I bought, and I sold it when the lake was about 70 to like 80 something percent full. And kind of luckily, honestly, no one could have predicted that the water would drop like this. But yeah. And then there's some floating things over there. I think those are for the catfish. I think they're trying to get catfish, is my guess. Oh, I see. B1. It seems greener over here. Yeah, it's a little greener. It's also harder to freaking walk too. It's a lot harder to walk. But yeah, so my house is actually that one right there. It's right behind this little, it's like straight in this line to the right. So there's a little house in front, and there's the, well, it looks like a house from here, but it's actually the porch. So that's actually my old house that I bought years ago. And I bought it just mainly so I could have a place to come fish. And then we built a boat dock on there too. And then we used it for a lot for fishing. It was really good fishing right underneath the boat dock. And then we put out some noodles and pull out catfish pretty much all the time. I have some videos on the channel too of just pulling out fish. But obviously there's no water underneath that boat dock now, for sure. And there's a little bend coming up over here. I'm just gonna walk to that bend and see what it looks like there. Let's see. It's super freaking rocky. I'm glad I switched to my hiking boots before coming out here because I was wearing tennis shoes. Wow, it kind of clears up a lot. You definitely don't want to walk across it though. Oh look, somebody's definitely been fishing here. Look at that. Yeah, somebody's definitely been fishing here. Look at those rod holders. And then this is really soft. I can almost guarantee you that. So we're not going to walk across that. And then there's Camp Zypher right there. But yeah, this is the end of it. I don't know what those things are floating. I think those are the for the catfish. I think they have some lines out there for fish. Stones that size are the worst to walk on. I took a shortcut hiking once, like somewhere to which would hang out. Yeah, that's freaking crazy, man. Yeah, those freaking stones are hard because they turn on your foot too when you step down on them, and they're just the right size to throw you off balance. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start walking back. I'm not gonna cross this area here because there's a good chance I'll probably fall in the mud if I do that again. So we're gonna go ahead and turn around, and for those of you guys who are just tuning into the stream, you guys will be able to see what it looks like on the way back, and then we'll go back to see the old bridge for everyone who's just tuning in. But yeah, I'm not sure what this is. Is this part of a boat or what is this? Let's check that out. This pumpkin was, I was getting scared. Those stumps look like somewhere a witch would hang out. Dude, they do, man. They freaking do. They really do. These are crazy freaking... Those actually do. Like on Wicked or something like that. My fiance took me to go see Wicked, so I see what you mean about the witch thing. I can see that. I can see a witch standing on this big old freaking dead tree right there. That's freaking funny. And this stuff, I don't know what this is. If anyone knows what this is, comment down below, because I don't know what it is. It looks like part of a boat or something. Yeah, I would say part of a boat because it has the ring right here. Probably an aluminum boat that sank or something like that. I'm sure as the water goes down, we'll see more of it. But that's my guess. Probably an old boat that just sank over time. Let's see. It's freaking funny, man. Y'all are funny. All right, we're gonna keep walking back now. All right, let's keep moving forward. Man, these freaking rocks are terrible. I do a lot of trail running, and one of our courses up in the hill country was like this, and I ended up rolling my freaking ankle once, well, at least once for sure. And so after the race, I mean, I still kept on running, and I did win the race, by the way. I had so much adrenaline going at that time, so I really didn't like pay attention. I knew I rolled it, and it felt a little off, but I knew if I stopped, it'd probably really hurt. But yeah, it was like running through stuff like this. It was actually a riverbed that we were running, a dry riverbed in the hill country that we were running on. Like a section, not the whole thing, just like a section was dry riverbed. But yeah, this is tough little rocks. But yeah, this is, if you wanted to fish this lake, this is going to be probably the best chances of catching anything, because the main canal, at least this looks like it's the main canal for the lake. Luckily, it's still kind of close to the road to where you can park and walk to it if you wanted to fish this area. Still freaking. So here we're walking up on the old bridge now. We walked a few hundred yards from where we parked to down here. It's a few hundred yards. And again, on foot, you would never have access to this, but now you can walk this whole shoreline if you really put your mind to it. I don't know how much longer we're gonna have this lake at all, though. It's drying up pretty quickly. Now the sand's a lot harder here, though. It's easier to walk on. The day is starting to warm up though, because it was cold this morning. We ran this morning, and it was like 40, 41 when I ran this morning. I got up, it was like in the 38s, 39s, and then I was being lazy, waited a little bit, waited till the sun came up, and then I started running. But yeah, this is, it does look like it flattens out a little bit more too. This part looks a little bit more shallow compared to that side over there. And then we'll kind of see down here that it does flatten out even more. So if I was going to fish this area, I'd be fishing down there. The water's deeper. I'd be fishing these little pylons from the old bridge too, for maybe some white bass or something. But for like catfish and all that, back down the other way. Wow, woke up to a blizzard this morning. Wow, and there's a fish too. Where are you at, Sparkling Donut? Where are you at? Because we did not have a blizzard here in Texas, that's for sure. We're far from it. Man, these little freaking gnats too are just all over the place. So if you do come fishing out here, bring some bug spray because these gnats are going to drive you wild. So this is the old bridge here. Give you guys a good last look at this old bridge that's now exposed. You can kind of see the road actually. I don't know if you guys can see it. The road looks like caliche, or as a old co-worker used to say, caliche. It was funny what the conversation was, but he asked something about putting caliche, and everyone was like, what is caliche? And then finally somebody put it together like caliche for the roads. But yeah, you can kind of see where the old caliche's at there, which is the base for the road there. Just it's like going back in time. It's like going back in time, and all of this is just preserved history. Sparkling Jersey. Nice, all the way in Jersey. B1. Yeah, it was funny, man. I was like, caliche, what the heck is caliche? And then finally somebody put it together. Oh, caliche. But yeah. And we got trees growing out of this stuff. We got a bunch of like growth coming out of this, these pylons. These look like old telephone poles. Actually, they might be. I don't know if you guys can see that that wire sticking out. It might be old telephone poles. Yeah, because I think they're treated pretty well too, so they would probably be good for putting in a lake like this. And then the cross members just look like 2x6s, maybe even 2x8s. They don't look like they're very big. I mean, we can get right here close to one right here, see what that looks like. Yeah, we can see this. These are the cross members that they used to use. It literally looks like a 2x8, not even like a 2x10. Maybe it had a little bit more meat on it. Maybe it was a 2x10 at one point, but it looks like a 2x8 now, which is crazy that cars would drive over this stuff. Super crazy. B1, they might be telephone poles actually. Yeah, they kind of look like that. They really do look like telephone poles for sure. I can't tell, but like they look like those that little spool that you see on top of telephone poles. It looked like one of the poles still had it. It was like somewhere in the middle-ish, but yeah, I mean, it could have been anything though. But yeah, this is crazy that this is how the bridges were made back in the day. And this part is just really, really shallow. I don't know if there'd be a whole lot in here. We did see some jumping in here, smaller fish. There's another one right there. Maybe some shad might be in here. White bass might be in here. But probably a lot of the bigger fish are not going to be in this area is my guess. But still fish it while you can, guys, because who knows how long this is going to be here. Well, alrighty guys, we're going to go ahead and cut off the stream for now. I'm going to go check out the Nueces River now. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Be careful, be good, take care, and God bless. Thanks for, you eat the fish you catch? Yes, I do. Sparkling donut, I do. I do eat them. And FGP, any largemouth bass. If anything, they might be hanging around here in this, where all these poles are at. You could try it in there if you're going to be going in with like a kayak or something. It looks like it might still have some depth closer to where those concrete walls are at for supports for the old bridge. That might be a good area, or even just going further down where the water's deeper, you might have a good shot there. Because right here in front of you guys, there's a bunch of birds just kind of sitting there in maybe a few inches of water. It's not that deep. Yep, it's not that deep at all. But yeah, well, alrighty guys, I will see you guys in the next one. Like always, be careful, be good, take care, and God bless. I will see you guys here in a little bit. If the service is good on the Nueces, I will definitely live stream it. If it's not good service, then I will just shoot it with the GoPro. But until next time, guys, be careful, be good, take care, God bless. Sparkling Donut, thanks for the sub. I do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Have a good one. See you guys later. Bye-bye.